Hello everyone! Welcome to American Headway Red. I'm your Shiny here again. Oh, it is already 19th lesson today. We only have like 2 more lessons to go. Oh, I'm getting sad. Oh. How about you? Okay, let's jump on. Okay, today we're going to study this ing and ed form of these adjectives. And before we start, actually, you know what? Toto, my friend, he looks weird today. I don't know why. Toto, are you okay? Come here. He looks weird. Okay. Oh, you're not all right, I guess. So tell me what happened. Shiny, nothing is really wrong, but I'm just, I'm just boring. Hmm? You're just boring? I know you're not that funny, but what do you mean that you're boring? I'm boring. That's why I'm yawning. Oh my gosh. Toto doesn't know this thing that we're going to learn today. Okay, Toto, you stay there and listen, okay? 자, 여러분, Toto가 he made this huge mistake. Do you know what that is? He said, oh. And then he said, I'm so boring. I'm so boring? 그래서 샤이니가 물었어요. I know that you're not that funny. But what do you mean that you're boring? 너가 boring해 그렇게? So this one, yeah, very tricky part. Actually, it's not the huge difference, like outwardly. 겉으로 보기에는 huge difference 아닌데, in its meaning, it makes huge difference. 그 의미하는 바는 정말 달라져요. For example, he said, I'm boring. 여러분, I'm boring이라고 하시는 분들, actually, some of you, my viewers, you still say like that. 아직도 그렇게 얘기하시는 분 계시는데, I'm boring means that I am very like a boring person. 나는 아주 지루한 사람이야. So like people around me gets really tired and bored. 내가 너무 재미없기 때문에 사람들 다 지루해. Yeah, it means like that. So you have to be very careful. Actually, Toto was supposed to say like this. Oh, I'm so bored. Like that. I am bored. 그렇게 얘기했어야 돼요. So here, let me tell you this rule, right? Okay. ing, these like adjectives that ends with ing, that means like this certain activity does something to you or to the other person. So it causes that kind of reaction. Okay, for example, like there is this like a baseball game, for example, right? Wow, 너무 재미있는 거예요. It itself is so exciting, 아주 재미있는 거를 cause, 야기하는 거죠. That's why in that sense, in that case, we need to use ing, exciting. So like a crowd, all this like a crowd, right? 자, 사람들은 get all what? Exciting? No. People get excited, right? 사람들은 그것 때문에 because of that game, people get excited. 자, 아주 재미있어지는 거죠. Because of that game. That game causes me like to get like excited. So that is the golden rule that you have to remember in this session. Okay? One more time. ing, 뭔가를 야기시키는 거. ed, 어떻게 되는 거, 당하는 거. Okay. Again, he got bored. Because maybe the movie that he just watched was so boring. That's why he got bored. Okay, then remembering that rule, let's take a look at this number 2 on your book page 987. 자, 97페이지 number 2. Let's take a look. Okay, feelings. 자, 감정 and reasons. Yes, reasons, 그것이 바로 뭔가를 야기시키는 cause가 되는 거죠. Okay, and I am first bored. Okay, 나는 지루해진 거죠. I am bored because, okay. 자, what kind of, because of what? 뭐 때문에? Okay, let's find out of all these options, like 7 sentences. Oh no, 6 different sentences actually. Okay, I am bored because I found one, okay, on its like a 5th line, 5번째 줄에 보면 because I don't have anything to do. 나 할 일이 없기 때문에 that's why I am bored. Right? Okay? 이거 한번 따라볼까요? Okay, let's like repeat this one. I am bored because I don't have what? Anything to do. I am bored because I don't have anything to do. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. It says like, I am tired. Ugh, I'm tired. I often get tired. Shiny often get tired. I'm tired because, okay, let's find the perfect right sentence. Where? Okay, here. On its like a 3rd sentence, it says like, I worked very hard today. 오늘 너무 열심히 일해서 I'm very tired now. I am tired because of all those work. 그러한 일 때문에 I'm tired now. That makes sense, right? Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. I am worried. 걱정이 돼. I am worried because, oh yeah. It says like, I can't find my keys. That is certainly worrying. Worrying, 걱정을 하게 만드는 거죠. Okay, because I cannot find my keys, I am worried. 자, 여러분 다 그렇게 PP 형태라는 거, ED라는 거, 자, 눈여겨보시고요. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I am, yeah, the game that I like mentioned just now. I am excited. 아주 excited해서. Why? Because, let's find. Because, even like more exciting. I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Wow. This person is going on vacation tomorrow. That's why he or she is very excited. Okay? The fact that this person is going on vacation tomorrow is exciting. 그쵸? 그 여행을 이제 vacation 휴가 간다는 그 사실은 exciting 한 거예요. That's why this person got excited. Okay, are you following me now? Okay, good. Then, shall we move on? Okay, I am annoyed. Annoyed. I am so annoyed. Why? Because, this one. I want to go to the party, but I can't. I'm so annoyed. Why? Because I want to go to the party, but I can't. 파티에 가고 싶은데 못 가니까 정말 짜증나고 화나고 신경질 나고 that is annoyed. This person is annoyed. Right? Okay, I hope this doesn't happen to you. Let's move on. I am interested. Wow, interested. Why? Because we have a good teacher. Because we have a good teacher, I am so interested. Interested. My teacher is very interesting. That's why I am so interested in, for example, like studying, right? A certain, like a subject in English, the type of thing. Okay, so now is it a little bit clear for you? That's very good. 여러분, 이거는 사실 시험에도 많이 나오는 거 아시죠? Right? This ing and ed form. Yes, that's on the exam a lot. So you might want to really like clearly understand this. Then let's move on to number 3 to check the thing that we learned just now. Okay, number 3. There are like 4 questions, right? Okay, number 1, excited and exciting. 맞는 것을 갖다가 문장에 넣는 거예요. Okay, first sentence in number 1. Life in New York is very exciting or excited. Okay, you have 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Time over. Okay, what is the answer? That's right. life in New York is very exciting, right? Because the life causes me to get excited, right? Okay, let's repeat this one. Life in New York is very exciting. Or you can change this sentence into like, life in Seoul is very exciting. Which is true. 저 이 말에 정말 동의해요. Okay, the next one. It says like, the soccer fans were very, wow, soccer fans, they're people, right? And they get excited because of the soccer game. Okay, good. And then number 2, tired or tiring. Which one? 뭔가가 tiring 할 때는 어떤 일들이나 이런 게 아주 지루하고 힘들게 만들기 때문에 그 자체가 tiring. And people, because of that work, get tired. Then let's dig into this question. The marathon runners were very, 자, 마라톤 그 선수들은 were very tired, right? Because of the long race. 아주 그 긴 경주 때문에 they got tired. And the next one. That game of tennis was very, 자, 게임이니까 what? Tiring. 너무 무슨 일이 뭐 많이 일어나고 or like 또는 아주 지루해서 it is very tiring. Okay. And then number 3, annoyed or annoying. So it makes so much big difference. Like annoyed, 짜증나진 거고 annoying, 정말 짜증나게 하는 친구들 있죠. You know, she is so annoying. And I get so annoyed because of her. Oh, she's so annoying. Remembering that, let's read this question. The loud music was really, 마치 그 여자애 같죠? The loud music was really annoying. And I got really annoyed. The teacher was blank, 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 okay? The teacher, 사람이잖아. The teacher was annoyed when nobody did the homework. When nobody did the homework, 아무도 숙제를 안 했을 때, teacher, of course, gets annoyed. Like this. I am so annoyed. You are being so annoying. Hey, people, don't be annoying. Okay? And number 4, worried or worrisome. Worrying. Worried or worrying. Okay. The first sentence, it says like, this news is very annoying. 이 뉴스 정말 걱정하게 만들어, 나를 worrying하게 만들어. 그러니까 this news is the source of my worry. 자, 이 뉴스가 제가 걱정하는 거의 그 source예요. 원천이니까 this news is very worrying. And everybody was worried. 사람들은 걱정이 된 거죠. Everybody was very annoyed when they heard the news. So by now, I think you are the master of this ing and ed. So now you're qualified to, okay, go over this. 자, 작은 story, this little story that you kind of generally read through. 여러분 한번 읽으셨죠? Okay. 자, Shiny is going to pick out a certain point and explain the rules that we just learned. Okay? That you can find it on page 98 through 99. Okay, the title for this story is A Train Journey. A Train Journey, yes. And the first paragraph, there are some points that I want to make. Okay, it says, the people on the train were hot and tired. Did you find anything that looks familiar? 자, 여러분 뭔가 낯익은 거 찾으셨어요? Okay, one more time. The people on the train were hot and tired. People were hot and tired. That's right. Tired. 자, 사람들은 지친 거잖아요. 지치게 막 하는 게 아니라 사람들은 무언가 때문에 지치게 됐어요. Right? That's why we need to say tired. Tired. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm so hot and tired. You don't say, oh, I'm so hot and tiring. Not really. Okay. And then next, on page 99, it says on the first paragraph of page 99, it says the young man looked annoyed. The young man looked annoyed. 자, 그 젊은 남자는 어떻게 보였어요? Annoyed. 짜증난 것처럼 보인 거죠. Why? Because of whom? You already read through this, so you know this story. Why? Because of these kids were so loud, right? They were asking questions back and forth. So he got what? Annoyed. 짜증난 거죠. Because of these kids and actually this ant. 그렇죠. Okay. 자, 다시 한번. The young man looked annoyed. The young man looked annoyed. Oh, hey. What's the matter? You look very annoyed. 너 정말 짜증난 것 같은데 did something happen to you? 무슨 일 생겼니? You look annoyed. Okay, what if I say, hey, you know what? You look very annoying. 너 정말 짜증나게 보이는구나. Or 짜증나게 생겼구나. Because of you, I get annoyed. Okay, your presence. 너의 그 자체 있는 존재 때문에 I get annoyed. You are annoying. 짜증나 너. I hope you never ever say that to anybody. Okay? And then, next paragraph, beginning of the next paragraph, it says like this. The children looked bored. The children looked bored. 아이들은 어떻게 보였어요? 심심해, 지겨워, 지루해. Yeah, they looked bored. But they listened. 그렇지만 여전히 이모의 그 앤트의 말을 듣고 있었다. They looked bored. So here in this sentence, who was boring? Who was boring? 누가 이렇게 지루했나요? In this sentence, we can guess that probably their aunt, right? Their aunt was very boring. That's why this kid got very bored. And next, the story was very boring indeed. Yes, the ant story. 그 ant가 말한 그 story, right? The ant story was indeed very boring. Boring. Because of that story, they got really bored. Okay? And then, 자 여러분, 그 paragraph, that's enough for that paragraph. And the very last paragraph. And the very last sentence in that paragraph. It says, the children looked, children finally looked, 어떻게 보였어요? Interested. 아주, 뭔가 호기심 가득하고 흥미진진하고, 와, 관심 있게 보인 거죠. 어디에? 그 이야기에, 이 남자의 이야기에. And he began. 그 남자는 이야기를 시작했습니다. Right? Because of this young man's story, they got really, interested. And probably, I guess, I can imagine that the story that this guy is going to tell them is very interesting, right? That's why these children got very interested. They look very interested. So how was it now? Is it clear for you? I hope so. 자, 여러분, 오늘 이렇게 ing, ed를 정말 적절하게 잘 사용하는 법을 배웠는데요. I told you in the beginning, this might not look that significant difference, but in its meaning, it does make this huge difference. So you want to be very careful when you use this. And it comes out on the exam a lot. So please remember that, okay?